It absolutely powers through this grass. Hello YouTube and welcome to the Miniature Construction Company. Now today's video is going to be a review and unboxing of my latest acquisition, arrived today, Fayee FY002A. It's the 2A, not the 2AW, which is the one with the camera, so this one hasn't got the camera, but it does come with one. Now since owning my WPL C14, I've been really impressed with it, and really is a fantastic little truck. So I wanted something of a similar vein but not another WPL, and this looks as though it should fit the bill. I mean, I can see from the picture on the box that the underpinnings look very similar to a WPL anyway, so we'll have to have a closer look at that when we remove it. Before I unbox it, as ever, this is how it's come to me. I've not opened it yet. The box is remarkably intact, which is the second one I've had now where the box has not been squashed beyond recognition. It's four-wheel drive, 1/16 scale, 2.4 gigahertz remote control, battery. It's a generic 1/16 scale truck. So I'll stop waffling and we'll get the box open. Right. Oh, right. Oh. Okay. Now then, obviously I've had the red one. You see tons of blue ones around, but I thought, well, I'll have the red one instead. Let's put this in. Remove the packaging. There's a bit more. Now then, in the box we get the truck, a sort of generic transmitter. It's non-proportional, USB charger, battery, which lives sort of WPL style, C14, under this sort of little tray here. We get a little screwdriver, a fake aerial for the transmitter, and some instructions. And the instructions have got a little sheet that covers the fitment of the tracks, which you can put on this truck. Right, first impressions out of the box. The paint is absolutely fantastic. It's an absolutely wonderful sort of semi-metallic satin red. You probably can't get a proper impression of it on the video, but it looks stunning. It really does. Suspension seems really compliant and soft, softer than the WPL was out of the box. The underpinnings look almost identical. I think the frame is slightly different on the Fayee, but everything else looks very, very similar to a C14, C24, even down to the axles. So yeah, all the accessories you can get for a WPL C14, C24 probably fit this as well with a bit of luck. And while I've been having a good look round it, there's a few things I've noticed. I mean, obviously the tyres are lovely and soft on this, so that'll definitely go in its favour. It's got quite a good interior, though I don't think the camera will pick it up, but the interior is quite detailed. Also, couldn't help notice that I think this might have a 180 motor in it, because looking at it, it's the same as the Fayee FY004, the 6x6. And if that's the case, this will have a reasonable amount to go in it. And I have heard a rumour that the electronics are the same, apart from the non-proportional steering. So if that's the case, it should take a 2S, 7.4 volt 2S or equivalent battery. So instead of the 6 volt, we could probably put a 7.4 volt in it, and it would instantly have a lot more go in it. Also, I have noticed that it's very difficult to do here, but the Fayee has a slightly longer wheelbase than the C14, so there must be a slightly different chassis. Anyway, enough of me carrying on. What we really want to know is what this thing is like outside off-road. I'm quite excited to try it really, because I want to see how it compares to the C14, because that was a ready to run also, and I want to see how it stacks up against the WPL off-road. So I shall shut up and we'll take it outside and see what it's like. Okay, this is getting a bit painful to watch, but I think it's time I try the lithium-ion battery that came with the 6x6 Fayee 7.4 volt one. Now I know I might run the risk of blowing the board up, but in the interests of science, what the hell, let's try it. Right, that's the battery connected up. It hasn't blown up, so let's see what happens. I have to say, this is a completely different animal now. The steering is still horrible though. Bloody hell. It's an absolute monster now, flipping out. what an absolutely massive difference running the 7.4 volt battery out of the 6x6 Fayee makes. And it didn't blow up. Didn't show any signs of stopping, slowing down, doing anything daft. And I think I might know the reason for it. I think it's because it shares its electronics with the 6x6. As far as I can tell, motor and gearbox are the same. I've quickly whipped the lid off this and the electronics look identical to the 6x6, apart from the fact it's non-proportional steering. And if you've watched the review video that I did on the Fayee Hemit truck, you'll know that out of the box I was quite impressed with the power. And this thing is half the weight. It's literally 600 grams, so it's half the weight of the 6x6 truck. So if it's running, or it's got the same electronics, the same motor, and then you go and stick a 7.4 volt battery in it, the performance is blistering. It really is. It's like chalk and cheese. It's a right little monster. Right, what did I think? Well, let's go for the bad points first. Non-proportional steering. It's not up to much. Doesn't give you much control. God, you'd swap it out as soon as you got a chance, really. The second bad point is the actual transmitter that comes with the truck. It's just junk, really. I mean, I haven't had it long, and already the on-off button on the side feels as though it's going to break at any moment. The throttle is proportional, but this transmitter makes it feel as though it's a bit on-off. Reverse is okay, but going forwards, there's not much control there. It's not very nice at all. And if you couple it with the extra go the 7.4 volt battery has when you stick it in, it becomes a little bit uncontrollable. It's quite difficult to manoeuvre. So not very impressed with that. Good points. I think it's comparable to the WPL C14 C24 out of the box. It's got more power, that's for sure. Not with that thing though. Well, I don't know why they insist on putting these in still, these 6 volt batteries. They're absolutely rubbish. If anybody's listening at Fayee, produce either a kit version of this and let us put our own electronics in it, or produce one that comes with that battery, the 7.4 battery that comes with the Fayee 6x6, and make it proportional steering with this transmitter. I'm sure it wouldn't cost that much more to do, and you get an absolutely blinding little truck out of the box. So if there's anyone listening to Fayee, come on, sort it out. Would I recommend this truck? I'm going to have to say yes. And if you're going to buy one, and buy one of these at the same time. I don't know how long it'll last with this in it, so there's a bit of a disclaimer here. It does say in the instructions you're not supposed to run anything more than the 6 volt battery that comes with it, but I've got a sneaky feeling that the electronics are the same as the 6x6. I ran this until this run out, and it didn't, like I say, I didn't have any issues with it. I shall stick another one through it, I think, just to make sure, but buy one and get one of these as well at the same time, and it's an absolute monster with it. It really is. As ever, if you've enjoyed the content and have found it of some use, please feel free to hit the like button and do me a favour and drop me a subscribe. It makes a massive difference to the channel. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you soon. Thank you.